Living Grace is such a commitment to God. It's pure trust, like out of nothing. Every week when there's people in the chairs, I think like that's God moving through people that are creating Living Grace.
I think I've been more involved at Living Grace because we're smaller and newer, so everyone kind of has to pitch in and help out, and so I've really become more focused on my faith with God and how I can serve Him through Living Grace's ministry.
God's at work just when you look at the numbers. I have a grandson who was one of the two in the youth group a couple years ago, and now that's grown into 12, 14. So he's definitely at work.
Well, I think we've been through a lengthy process the last decade, being involved in the planting of Living Grace Lutheran Church, the development of it, and the work that has been done is a spiritual process and just strengthens your faith, I believe.
I think the reason I'm so inspired by Living Grace is because it's a smaller community, and so there's a lot of personal connection. I love the music, I love the passion that's in worship, and I've really enjoyed getting to know Pastor James as well as the other staff members as well.
I would say I'm most thankful for, Ken, your energy to get the church started, but then also your behind the scenes energy and your efforts to let it grow in the shape and direction that it needed to. I think that was a real strength of your ministry and your dedication to our new church.
Ken, thank you for the leadership that you have given in the development of the Living Grace Lutheran Church. Under your leadership back in 2004, you had the Rejoice Church Council and eventually the congregation establish and adopt one of their strategic plans to develop a Lutheran church in West Omaha. And you nurtured that, and that eventually led to the development of a committee that began working in about 2007 to call a pastor, and actually led to the development of Living Grace Lutheran Church. And it was through your faith and your vision and your leadership that this became a reality. We've now been in existence, we're ending our 5th year, and that's because of you and also the financial support from Rejoice and many other congregations that have made it possible to sustain these 5 years of ministry. Thank you for well over a decade of spiritual leadership.
Pastor Ken, you were instrumental in my wedding, obviously, and really did such a personal sermon that the wedding ceremony, I had so many comments that it was different than many ceremonies because it was so personal and filled with so much love, and I'll always remember you for that. And also when Grace was born, one of my absolute favorite memories is you coming to the hospital and holding her and singing Amazing Grace with myself and my family, and we talk about that probably every year.
I thank Ken for being actively involved in our time at Rejoice. And during that time, he married 2 of our daughters, baptized 4 grandchildren, counseled family members, and just added to our spiritual growth.
I'm thankful for Ken and his belief in Living Grace. I believe that we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him. Individually hearing from God that this was a step to take, and he just always delivered it like it was a done deal. Like, yes, of course, Living Grace, thanks to Ken.